Hi, all CDCS aspirants. Welcome to the special session. This special session is about what is the second advising bank in letter of credit transactions. We generally hear this word, second advising bank, or it is also called as advise through bank. Means in LCs it's many times written advise through bank. Okay, so we are going to study about that. Very important. Many of the bankers get confused because we generally don't deal with second advising bank. Watch the video completely. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. See, subscribe to the channel. Check the channel. If you check the channel, all the important elements of CDCS and trade finance are covered over here. Don't miss. Okay? Let's start. Article 9, that is sub-article 9C, specifically 9C of UCP 600 describes a second advising bank as a bank utilized by the advising bank to advise the credit or any amendment to the beneficiary. So, see, utilized by, now note this word, utilized by whom? Utilized by advising bank. Utilized by advising bank. You will think, what is this? Advising bank means, see, issuing bank will use advising bank. That's okay. But advising bank will use one more advising bank. How is this possible? We'll see that. So basically the logic is over here is this advising bank, issuing bank is over here. This is using the advising bank, okay, and this advising bank is using another second advising bank, and this second advising bank is giving it to the beneficiary. The second advising bank will transfer that LC to the beneficiary. Okay, let's study in details. Okay, a second advising bank may also be named in the documentary credit. Named means in the LC also it may be named. See, it may be. It's not compulsory that it is named. It may be. Okay? Now, what do you mean by this? If it is named in the LC, it is called as advise through bank. Advise through. Generally, this word occurs in additional conditions. Generally, this word occurs in additional conditions, or there is also a separate clause for advice through bank. Separate section is also there, but many times banks give it through this additional conditions. In this event, now see this, in which event? This event means which event? Second advising bank may also be named. Okay, means if there is a name of the second advising bank in the credit, then this event. Okay, so in this event it is likely that the named bank will be the beneficiary's bank. Understand this, beneficiary's bank means beneficiary is having his own bank. He is comfortable with one bank. So if Benny is comfortable with any bank in his country, Benny will request you to advise through that bank only, isn't it? So named bank will be the beneficiary's bank, and that the beneficiary will have previously requested the applicant to route the documentary credit through its bank. So Benny might have requested, this Benny might have requested this issuing bank or your applicant. Okay? Because applicant will give the instructions to the issuing bank. So Benny might have requested this applicant and an issuing bank to advise the LC through this bank, second bank. But now the problem is, why didn't the bank do it then? Issuing bank should, if Benny is requesting, issuing bank should directly send it through this bank only. Why this bank in between? Here the explanation is given. However, the issuing bank may not be in the correspondent banking relationship. So there may not be the core bank relationship between the two banks. issuing bank may not know this bank. The second advising bank, issuing bank may not know. It's not compulsory that every bank in the world should have a correspondent relationship with every bank in the world. So issuing bank may not have any relationship. So how will it trust that second bank? So what will it do? Generally, I'll tell you. Generally, it will follow its own bank. See, may not be in the correspondent banking relationship with that bank. So it will advise it through its own branch or one of its correspondent banks. So it will advise through its comfortable bank, where it is comfortable. Generally, all the big banks are having one office at least in major countries. Okay. So generally, issuing bank does what? It has its own branch, one branch somewhere. Let's say in Bharat, it has one branch somewhere. So it will advise through this main branch of theirs, and this branch in Bharat will know this second advising bank. This bank is a local bank in the country, right? So this bank will know this second advising bank. So it will pass this LC through to the second advising bank. Now the question over here is, one question arises. I'll come to that question. But first, are you clear on this? That why isn't issuing bank directly using second advising bank rather than bringing in some XYZ bank in between? Because it might not have the direct relationship. Now the real question comes. The question is, suppose if this issuing bank is transferring the LC, okay, through SWIFT, okay, to advising bank, okay, let's say this is bank number 1. Now we are using the services of second advising bank. So this bank will send it to second advising. And then this bank will take the print, and send it to the Benny, right? Now the question over here is, how will this advising bank 1 send the LC to this second advising bank? So both the ways are there. It can send it through SWIFT only. SWIFT arrangement can be there between these two banks. So it can send. But if it does not have the SWIFT arrangement, then what? Then it will take the printout over here and then it will send a print over here, print to the second advising. Then second advising will take the same printout and send it to this beneficiary. Now the question arises, this printout part is very rare, this bank taking the printout, because it will become a cumbersome process. Generally what happens, SWIFT, took SWIFT, second advising and gone. Okay, generally the banks prefer to take printout at the end, in the last bank. Okay. So kindly understand this, but one more point you need to understand. If you are using a second advising bank, there will be charges for the same. Nobody works for free. This bank will also charge, this bank will also charge, this bank will also charge, right? All the banks will have their own charges because everyone requires money, isn't it? So, the more you go on adding the advising banks, the more trouble, the more cost you will bear. Now, what are the instructions and what are the rules? When a second advising bank is indicated and there is an instruction, confirm or may add, the name of the bank that is requested or authorized to add confirmation is to be stated. That is the advising bank or the second advising bank. Now, what do you mean by this? See, when you say that confirm, this issuing bank is sending this LC and here it's saying confirm. Confirm means it's asking the bank to confirm, but which bank? There are two banks now, here 1 and 2. In this case, it must clearly mention which bank is to confirm, bank number 1 or bank number 2. Clearly, it must mention the name. Okay. Got it? It will clearly mention, let's say in additional conditions or in confirmation instructions, it will mention. Somewhere on the document LC, it will mention. Okay. That the LC is to be confirmed through bank number 1 or bank number 2. Okay. The advising bank or the second advising bank. If the chosen bank of the Benny is not a correspondent of the issuing bank, the credit still may be routed, may still be routed through that bank by means of the advising bank sending it to that bank. It's a normal process. Just now we have seen that process. Means Benny is requesting that the LC should be advised through my bank. Which my bank? This bank. Second advising. But it is not in the correspondent relationship with this issuing bank. So what? As we discussed earlier, issuing bank will send it to this and this bank will send it further to this second advising. That's what is mentioned. By means of the advising bank sending it to that bank. Isn't it? One more important point about the amendment now. When a documentary credit has been advised to the Benny through an advising or second advising bank, credit has been advised. The issuing bank must use the same bank advising and same advising bank, and the advising bank must use the same second advising bank to convey the amendment to the Benny. If you are using a credit, a bank A, bank B, first bank, second advising, you must use the same route for sending the amendment also. You can't change the route. Okay? Otherwise, first I am sending through bank 1, then bank 2, and then Benny. And then second amendment I am saying bank 1 and directly Benny. Bypass is not allowed. Once you follow a route for the LC, same route should be followed for the amendment. Got it? So this was about the second advising bank, because this is very important term and many of the bankers, right, we forget that, right? Those who are appearing for CDCS, kindly follow the channel, YT channel, CDCS at Adda247. You check this channel on YouTube. Every point is considered. So many shots, so many shots over here, so many videos over here, many videos on various important topics. All of them are covered. Standard terms and conditions in the application form. Effective sales contract. Highest paying. Why trade finance is one of the highest paying job. So many terms are there. You go on checking. And also, subscribe to this channel immediately. Those who are appearing for CDCS, you have a special CDCS batch at Adda247. Don't miss this batch. See this. Certified Documentary Credit Specialist. This batch will cover all the points. UCP, ISP, ISBP, URR, EUCP, AML, everything is covered. Join ASAP. Okay, you will be getting videos, this video lectures. Then we are having doubt sessions. Every Sunday we are having the doubt sessions. Then we are having test, 5 live tests. Same as that of an exam, FODC, MGDC, everything. You get question bank. You get practice case studies. In that MGDC, you have 3 case studies. Check the format of the paper. I have covered a separate video on format of the paper on CDCS at Adda247. Don't miss this. Now the fees over here, I'll give you a special code. Okay? Use the code Vishal Sir, VISHALSIR. Vishal Sir 50. 50 is for 50%. Click. 50% discount. Directly 50%. Now some of the bankers might feel that, see, I can't immediately fetch out this much amount. So we have got installment sections also. You can get installment also over here. Just call on this number 919240023281. You be from any country, you just call on this number. We'll do something for you. Okay? So don't miss this. And if you are appearing for CDCS, definitely go for it. Okay? Bye.